Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody is doing well. And let's just jump right into this video. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little scratchy. Kind of losing my voice a little bit, but I did want to make this video because it's, I think, an important one to point out and make. So there's this new challenge. I believe it's on Instagram, and they're calling it the George Floyd challenge. And George Floyd is the unarmed African American man that was killed in Minneapolis with a cop kneeling on his neck and suffocating him to death. And not only that, but also there was three other officers who also were on top of him, and he ended up succumbing to the suffocation and passing away, which started a huge uprising and protesting, not just in the United States of America, but throughout the globe. This George Floyd challenge is a very disgusting and disturbing trend that is done by obviously either very hateful, ignorant, or white supremacist individuals. Now, as a black individual, I am totally not shocked by seeing this. It's something that we see quite often. We've experienced with the mocking of our lives, of our pain, of our destruction, to where it's just a lot of specifically Caucasians. Of course, there's many who are allies who are out there fighting, and I commend and I respect all of these people. But there is also quite a few who are just horrendous, trashy, low down individuals who just don't seem to understand humanity. A lot of Caucasians who are allies, who are good people, who are out there fighting the good fight, seem to have been quite shocked by this challenge. However, not many black people were shocked because, like I stated, we have experienced this blatant and spiteful hatred too many times to be shocked or surprised at this point. I do hope for the people who are just ignorant, who say that there is no such thing as discrimination or racism or hatefulness. I hope when you see those types of challenges, people making fun of the death of a human being, that you can recognize that racism and hatred does exist. And you cannot continue to chalk up things to just not being a big deal or being fun and play, especially when it comes to serious situations such as the death of a human being. Another thing is someone losing their life should never be a point of comedy for anyone or entertainment. Now, I know there's some people who are going to come out and still continue to defend this by saying, oh, these are pissed people who are being dumb. These are grown people. It's not like they're just teenagers doing this. I have seen a man, this old white man, who was over 65 years old, who was actually participating in this challenge. If you're going to make excuses for a grown person who participated in such a hateful act, then you are also just as bad as they are. Quit making excuses for this bad behavior and maybe instead call these people out. Because that is the thing, is that they know they can do these horrendous things, and then when people actually call them out or they end up losing their employment, that a lot of people are going to say, oh, these people are just playing victim. You're not playing victim when you are victimized. Playing victim means that nothing is happening to you. In fact, you are the perpetrator of hatred on someone else. and then you try to turn the situation around and make it to where you are the victim. It is not for actual people who are being victimized on a regular basis. I don't know how much more proof people need besides seeing video after video after video after video of these horrible interactions and the death of these innocent human beings. And when I say innocent, it is not referring to their criminal history. Their criminal history is irrelevant. If you are a citizen of this country and you committed a crime, paid for the crime, and ended up moving on with your life and not be committing any further crimes, but in fact changing your life for the better, it doesn't matter whether you have a criminal history if you are at that point murdered by someone. Also, all this talk about, oh, don't uplift the people who have done bad. These people did not choose to be murdered. They did not go out there and solicit homicide upon themselves. They were targeted, they were murdered, and now people are fighting for them. And it honestly appears that no matter who the victim is, whether they are somebody who have no criminal history, aka Breonna Taylor, who was somebody that is studying to become a nurse, a good valued member of society who was an EMT that worked with police. She had no record, that she didn't do anything criminal, but even that is being justified. And so that's why I don't take these things seriously when people try to act like, oh, you shouldn't talk about this person's death because they had a criminal history. You don't care about the fact whether they had a criminal history or not. It is just another way to try to justify these hateful acts. I wish everybody will continue to fight and not let down on this situation until things do change for the better. Hear me, white supremacists, whether you like it or not, things will be changing. Equality will happen whether you like it or not, and we will stand our ground. And it doesn't matter if you're here or not in the end of it, because you are irrelevant. You are irrelevant. If you're a hateful, spiteful human being, not even a human being, who does not want to see other people live an equal, fulfilling life, then what you think and how you act is irrelevant. In fact, your actions actually affect your life more than it affects anyone else. All of these hateful white supremacist individuals who ends up going out on racist tirades only end up with loss of their employment, embarrassment in society, in their community, and people not wanting to associate with them. So before you decide that you want to be a hateful idiot, maybe try to think about your life first and if you're ready for it to be over. I appreciate everyone for watching. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this disgusting challenge that is happening. Yet it's not shocking. However, I still like to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.